Hello and welcome to LeetCode problem 283, Move Zeros. Now the thing that makes this a little bit interesting is that we are interested in changing our array in place. So how can we start this? We can start by creating an extra counter, this IDX, and this IDX is in some ways actually more important than the loop that's going to take place in a more traditional for statement. And that is because the IDX, as it moves, is going to be solidifying and creating what are the final elements in each index of the array as it moves on, whereas the incrementing in the I is going to be engaged in a little bit of a different process. So let's create a more normal loop, and we'll see how this works. Okay, so we have a normal loop and a mysterious IDX. What are we going to do here? We are going to create a single if statement, and everything that is done in terms of work will happen in relation to this if statement. Literally, that's it. When we finish this if statement, we are actually done with the problem. So what goes on as the conditional? So we want nums I not to equal 0. Now this might be a little bit counterintuitive because that means that we only want to do work if there is a non-zero number at the given I value. And oh wait, don't we want to move the zeros to the end? But watch to see how this works, to see how the magic happens. Okay, so there are 3 lines of statements that go in the body. And the first one is that we are going to be assigning like so. So that means that if you have a non-zero number, it then gets thrown into the IDX equivalent space in the array. So now you can see why it's so important to activate what we're doing with only the non-zeros, so that this line makes sense. Okay, so what are we going to do next? The next step, let's get this all straightened out, shall we? The best we can. The next step, I say the next step, involves a ternary. And we'll add some parentheses to make it make more sense. That means that if IDX equals I, aka we are essentially at the beginning of the array and we haven't hit a 0 yet, all we need to do is note that we should actually keep the number. Otherwise, we turn it into a 0 because we don't need it anymore because that particular non-zero number was moved to the front of our array. And now finally, all we need to do is increment the IDX to say we have actually straightened out one of these exciting beginning values in the array. Okay, so let's try one more time to see if we can straighten this out. That's tabbing is not great, but what can we do? Do. And look how we're spending more time on the tabbing than we are on the actual problem. And that is actually really about it. So all we need to do at this point is run code and submit. Thank you for watching.